So here you are able to use one broker domain architecture, right?
Yes.
You are already familiar with WebSphere MQ, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So basically we are calling it as a WebSphere message broker. Okay, this is still version 8. This is still version 8. Okay,
Okay.
from version, yeah, from version 9 onwards,
Mhm.
9 onwards. So we are calling it as a IBM integration bus.
Okay.
IBM integration, okay, integration bus. Okay, IIB. Okay, both are
Okay.
same. Only actually in older day we have another product called the enterprise service bus. Okay, that functionality also has been included in the integration bus. Okay, so from 9 version onwards, we are calling it as a integration bus. Okay,
Bus.
so okay, in version up to 6 version, in message broker 6 version, from 7 version onwards, there are lot of changes has been made. Okay, so in older version 6 version, see here in this diagram you are able to view one broker DB database along with
Yes.
message broker database DB to database has been shipped along with message broker DB2 also along with it is there. Okay, so up to 6 version, okay, we have a message broker toolkit. Okay, and we have a component called it as a configuration manager. We have a component called it as a username server, and we have a component called it as a broker domain. Okay, okay, basically broker is a runtime environment. So from the 7 version onward, under broker domain, we can create a number of brokers. Means we are able to create a number of brokers. Okay, but this configuration manager, username server, this broker database, okay, broker domain, this has been removed from the version 7 onwards. This configuration manager is a interface between the toolkit and the broker. Okay, so basically
Okay.
broker toolkit is a component. It is used to design the message flows and message sets. Design the message flows and define the message sets. Okay, so developers developers will use the broker developers will use this broker toolkit. Okay, the means they were applying the transformation, they were applying the routing like business logics. Okay, so up to 6 version in a toolkit we have a broker development perspective, we have a broker admin perspective. Okay, so developers are using this developer toolkit development toolkit. Administrator are using the administrative prospect. Okay, there are two. Once we open the toolkit, there are two perspectives. One is the development, one is the administrative. Okay, so toolkit basically it is used for the designing the message. Means so we can implement the routing functionality or whatever it may be, the transformation business logic. Okay, so
Okay.
for
Okay.
broker configuration manager is a interface, is a communicator between the toolkit and broker domain. Under a broker domain we can create a number of brokers. Okay, so username server is for the authentication purpose. So we are applying some business logic, right? Means designing the message flows and the message definition. The runtime data will be stored in the database. Okay, so from 7
Yeah.
version onwards, okay, so you have to remember this configuration manager, this username server and broker database and the broker domain concept is no more. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the main functionality? Message routing. So basically in the WebSphere MQ, what is happening in the WebSphere MQ? In the WebSphere MQ, same thing is happening, right? So on top of the WebSphere, on top of the WebSphere MQ, on top of the WebSphere MQ, this message broker has been installed. Okay. In IAB integration bus also, IBM integration bus also, we required the
MQ.
WebSphere MQ. Now again we are calling it as a IBM WebSphere MQ. Okay, so
Yes.
means the routing functionality will we are using for the MQ means transportation facility and remaining business logic either based upon the content based routing or based upon the content we are routing into the different destination dynamically based upon the content. If you want to route to different destinations, all those business logic will be implemented in the broker. Okay, but the transportation routing functionality will happen through the WebSphere MQ. So that is the reason you should have the MQ. Okay, so routing means simply one incoming message copy can be sent into the several customers. Means in MQ basically it is a point to point
This
communication.
point to point.
Means
Yeah, exactly.
point to okay, it is a you have to means source and the destination has to know each other. For example, Hyderabad to Mumbai,
Yes.
Mumbai to Hyderabad. Okay, so
Yes, yes, yes.
that is the source and the destination. Okay, I'm waiting for the some bus at the bus stop, so I will check whether this is Hyderabad to Mumbai or Mumbai to Hyderabad. So source and the
Correct.
destination before we are sending the information, we know the destination. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
so from version 7 onwards in the WebSphere MQ also there is a one mechanism has been included publish subscribe mechanism. Okay,
Yeah.
that also it will be delivered into the different multiple destination according to the relationship. Okay, but in the simple routing, the one incoming message copy paste sent into the several destinations. Message publishing, publish and subscribe model for decoupling suppliers and consumers. So who is the publisher and who is the subscriber? So like in the WebSphere MQ, point to point communication is there, right? In the
Yeah.
WebSphere MQ, point to point communication, source and destination has to know each other. But in the publish and subscribe mechanism, okay, this is also like point to point communication, also one kind of framework. In the same way, publish subscribe mechanism also is a kind of framework. Publish subscribe mechanism also one kind of framework.
Framework.
Okay, framework. So who is the publisher? Who is the subscriber? In the publish and subscribe mechanism, okay, we have a relationship. We have a
Yes.
relationship.
Relationship.
What is that relationship? 1:1. Okay, so one is
Yes.
to
One is to
one is to
many.
one is to many. Okay, so many is to okay, many is to few relationship. Okay, so based upon this relation, the messages means the information will be delivered to the information will be subscribed. Okay, so who is the publisher? Okay, so publisher means provider of the information, we are calling it as a publisher. So who is
Publisher.
the subscriber? Who is the subscriber? Consumer of the information. Okay,
Yes.
we are calling it as a subscriber. So here in this
Yes.
we have a relation 1:1, 1:many, many is to few. So publisher need not have any knowledge about the subscriber. Subscriber need not have any knowledge about the publisher. Both are decoupling according to their interest. Okay. So means for example, there is a Tata Sky is there. They were publishing, keep on publishing some 500 channels. Okay. So if I am interested, so I will subscribe. Okay, if I am interested, I will subscribe few channels. Okay, so
Yes.
in the
Yes.
publish subscribe mechanism, Okay, like point-to-point communication. For example, your application is interaction is happening with some database or something. Okay, so you will get the historical data also. Okay, for example, in a bank application, you will get some your account details or recently happening transactions and everything. Okay,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
but in the publish and subscribe mechanism, okay, so here they keep on publishing the data, keep on they are adding the new data, means new publications will exist in publishing the data, and the subscriber, if they want to interest, they subscribe, otherwise they won't
Yeah. We will subscribe.
they won't subscribe. Okay, so here publisher and the subscriber doesn't have any, here publisher and subscriber doesn't have any knowledge. Okay, okay,
Yes.
only they have relationship. Okay, so
Correct.
for example, if you visit any ESPN Star Sports, okay, so ESPN Star Sports like that. Okay, so if you, for example, for 10, they were publishing lot of data. For example, if you check the data for that, okay, okay, you will get okay,
Mhm.
okay, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Hello. ఓకే ఓకే శివరాత్రి శుభం. ఈ రోజు లేదు, రేపు లేదు, రేపు రేపు. ఓకే రేపు. ఓకే, సో హియర్, ఓకే, సో హియర్
Yeah.
for example, after few days, next week you are going to that. If you are visiting into the espnstarsports.com, you won't find out the this yesterday India and Bangladesh match details. Okay, means they will
Yeah.
keep on publishing the data. You will, if you want to, you will subscribe. Otherwise, you are not, you are subscribing some other news. Okay, so
Mm.
that is what happening in this publish and subscribe. Okay, so
Yes.
this subscribing, publish and subscribe model is not available in the up to 7 version. After that, this has been added in the MQ. Okay. So
Yeah.
next another advantage is, another is the message transformation. The incoming message format will be transformed to the customer application specific format and routed. So
Yes.
what is a customer specific format or application specific format? Okay, so
Yes.
in this here, actually in this diagram, see here, application A is there, application B is there, application C. So
Yes. Yeah.
application A is communicating with C or maybe D, whatever it may be. Okay, so
Yes.
in the
Yes.
broker here, so application A is a, for example, Java based application. Okay, so they were communicating, they were dropping a message in a queue that is into the string format or maybe XML format. So in the application C, and they required some COBOL copybook format, some other format. So
No.
while they were reading, they want the required format, hexadecimal format only. Okay, so here in the message broker, so developer will define the message. We are calling it as a message, a definition of the message. So whatever they require that format, so in the message broker, it will convert and it will write those messages into the destination queue. So from there it will be reading. Okay, means converting a message from one format to the another format, that is called
Other
it as a
format.
transformation. One format to the another
Yes.
format, that is called it as a transformation.
Transformation.
Okay, okay, this is the main advantage. Okay, transformation, one format, but business data won't change. Business data as it is remain. Only format of the message only it will change, but don't think business format will be changed. Business data is as usual. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Uh, so in the MQ, we are not able to, in MQ, okay, in MQ
Yes.
we are routing, okay. Means
we don't,
application
yeah, yes, exactly. We don't have facility to transformation on MQ.
transformation and enrichment also. The message enrichment, incoming message is enriched with added data taken from the database. Means in MQ, WebSphere MQ also a transaction manager like a database also, but in WebSphere MQ we don't just providing a transportation routing facility from the source to destination. Application has to write and application has to read the message. As the administrator, just we are monitoring the infrastructure only. Okay, so I am to never insert any data or never retrieve any data from any app. Application responsibility write and read. Okay, just MQ providing the
Yes,
transportation facility. But in the
yes,
message
yes.
broker, either you can insert the data or you can retrieve the data from the database. Okay,
Okay.
so messages are processed in the message flows using business rules encapsulated in the message flow nodes. Means message flow nodes means IBM has given a default message flow nodes. Means for every business functionality, for every business application, they were given a already free built-in functionality. Using that node, we are applying some business logics. Means for example, I am receiving one particular message, that one I want to send into the multiple destinations. So I can send it. Okay. Based upon the true or
Yes.
false condition, I want to route that message. So I can send it into the multiple destinations. That is what happening in the okay. That is what happening in the okay applying business rules. We can apply in the business rules there. Okay. So message broker toolkit. So WebSphere Studio, which is a new feature replacing the control center in the MQ integrator version 2.1. Okay. So because okay, this toolkit is presently in IAV also it is available. Then the configuration manager which contains the repository. Repository means basically a repository you are calling it as a collection of information. Okay.
Mm.
So which contains a repository for configurations and messages. So as of now, this configuration manager from 7 version onwards, it is not there. Okay. So brokers. Broker is a runtime component consisting of the execution group containing message flows and also provides publish subscribe mechanism functionality. So broker is a runtime component. It consists of an execution group. So basically we are deploying this message flows in the execution group. The execution group will monitor the message flow. Okay. So MQ series a queue manager. So every broker here we have to understand every broker. Okay, every broker is associated with the one queue manager. Okay, so we cannot associate it to the one queue manager with the multiple brokers. Okay, so username server, this is authentication purpose, this is also publish subscribe mode, this is also not available. Username server, broker domains and configuration manager is not available in the from 7 version, and the database dependency has been under database dependency has been removed. Okay,
Okay.
so each broker domain you must install, create, start configuration manager. Configuration manager we can install on Windows any other platform. Okay, it is not. This is the command how to create. This is not.
Yes.
So in older versions, the configuration manager also associated with the queue manager. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
So now this is not there on database. So So, but the main functions applications send the message to the broker using WebSphere MQ and connections. So basically what is happening is here application is writing a message on a queue. From there broker it will take applying the business logic and again it will write the message into the destination queue. From there another application will take the message. That is the reason applications send message to the broker using WebSphere MQQs and connections. The broker resources this message using the rules defined in the message flows and message sets and transform the data into the structure required by the receiving application. Means destination application required format or what it requires. Okay.
Okay.
So basically for database we are using ODBC. We are connecting into the broker. So broker domain concept is not there. This is the older version. A broker domain is one or more brokers. On a single domain we can create a number of brokers. Okay. Username server also is not there. Okay. So execution group is a grouping of message flows. For example, in a broker is the runtime environment. It consists of the execution group, right? So in a broker, we can create a one, by default we create a one execution group. You can create a number of execution group. Okay, on a single broker, you can create a number of, on a single broker, you are associating with only one queue manager. On a single queue manager, you can create a number of execution groups. Okay, so execution group is named grouping of message flows that has been assigned to the broker. For example, on a single execution group, if you deploy the 5 message flows. For example, if there was some change, if you stop execution group, all the 5 message flow functions will be
Stop.
stopped. Okay, so if you want specific, okay, for each flow, if you want a one specific execution group, you can create. On a single broker, you can, for a single broker, okay, for a broker we have to assign only one queue manager. On a single broker we can create a number of execution groups.
Execution
Okay,
groups.
so that is
Okay.
according to the business scenario. So each execution group is started as a separate operating system. Process means each execution group is a JVM. Okay, providing is a JVM providing a isolated runtime environment for set of deployed message flows. Basically, it provides the runtime environment. Okay, so I will show you the how the this is. I am invoking the toolkit. In my system it is already has been installed. Okay, so you have a broker. Okay, this is, you have message broker toolkit. In the message broker toolkit, so just you double click on this one, so it will be open the workbench. Okay,
Yes.
it is opening. Okay,
Hmm.
just in Google you can search for the WebSphere message broker download. So using user ID and just you can register to the IBM and just you can download this
Yes,
product.
yeah. I already installed this toolkit.
Okay, fine. So basically initially you don't, this is the message broker toolkit. Okay. Okay, so you can create a new application or you can go to the here new. Basically this is the developers activity. Okay, click on new, just click on message flows. So you can select here message broker project. I'm going to give SCR. Click on first. So here we have to give the flow name. Sample one I am given here.
Okay. And what is this here? Independent resource?
No, this one comes into the application. If I create the application, this comes here.
Okay.
We can take the sample from here. Actually, today my system got very slow. Yeah, here in this independent resources, whatever we are, this is the bar file, means we are calling it as a broker archive file. After designing the message flow, just we are converting it as a means broker archive file. Basically, it is a deployable unit. This broker archive file will be deployed in the execution group. Okay. Hello.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So here this is the basically I'm already here created some flows here. Okay, I have a one flow, publish message flow. Okay. So initially we don't have this palette. Okay. Whenever we create the once we are design the uh, uh, message flow, once we give the project name, click on message flow like this. So this is my project name is a publish. So I'm going to give some ABC message flow name. Okay. So see here I will get like this empty screen. So here we will get the palette. So WebSphere and WebSphere message broker provides the free built-in nodes. Okay, so WebSphere MQ related, they were providing WebSphere MQ input, MQ output, reply, MQ get, and MQ get header, optimized message flow. Okay, same way for JMS applications. Okay, for HTTP, for web services. So what is the difference between the HTTP and web service? Web services. So web services, we have a specific format. Okay, okay.
Okay.
So HTTP. So if you want to receive HTTP input, so just we have to drag and drop like this only. Okay. So my incoming
Okay.
message is the HTTP input. So just we have to select and drag and drop here. Okay. Like that, we have a web services, like we have a SCA, WebSphere adapters. Okay. Routing. Okay. So here
What is
we have
SCA?
a, this is the SCA input. This is the embedded systems. Okay. So it is also allowed to, okay. So it is also allow service component okay. Basically it is used in the, okay, for like
Uh,
process. Sorry.
okay. Is this using for mainframe or like that?
No. Mainframe not using. This is WebSphere adapters. It is used for the people stuff. Adapters also it is there. It is, this is for the basically here is given this process server, WebSphere process server integration purpose. Okay.
Okay.
So here we are having PeopleSoft adapters. You can interact with the PeopleSoft ERP, SAP, CBL, and JD Edwards. Okay. So here in the routing, this is very important. So you can filter the message. You can, based upon the label, you can route. This is the publish subscribe model. Okay. This is the routing based upon the content of the message. You can route into the different destinations. This is the aggregate control reply and request. For example, if you want to send a information multiple destinations, but the response is, if you want response message as a single aggregate. Okay, while interacting, you are sending some information to the different destinations. So, for example, you are sending information to the 3 destinations. So 3
Okay.
destinations respond back to you. Okay. So
Yeah.
while you are getting the response, you are aggregating 3 response, means you are combining 3 response, and you are going to give one output message. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. For example, you are going to book a train ticket from flight ticket from yatra.com. So you can book the flight ticket, or you can same time you can book the hotel, you can book the cab also, right? So means
Yeah.
it is the partner, is the yatra.com. From there you are interacting with the 3 different applications. While you are getting the confirmation, you will get only one receipt, right? Means while
Yeah.
they were providing a confirmation to you, they were aggregating, means they were combining the response message, and they were given one output. Okay. So for
Yeah.
that kind of functionality they were using this aggregation. Okay. So then transformation. This .NET Compute node has been included from 8 version onwards. Okay. .NET and PHP Compute node. .NET and PHP Compute node has been added in the 8 version. In
Okay.
older version we don't have. Okay. So still
Okay.
most of them they were using ESQL Compute node. Okay. Java Compute node also widely they were, organizations they were using. Okay. So but .NET and PHP is added from the version 8 onwards. Okay. So this is the error handling purpose. Error
Once,
handling purpose. Sorry.
Nagin, this is transformation. I saw there is one. What is that?
Sorry.
Yes. Yes. This one. This one. Compute. So.
Yeah, this
Yes.
one.
This one. Yeah.
This in this
Exactly.
compute node we are using ESQL. ESQL embedded extended structure query language. Okay, based upon the SQL language, IBM has derived their own language, embedded structural query language. Okay, USQL will be used in this. USQL will be used in this compute node. Java will be used in Java compute node. .NET will be used in .NET compute node. PHP will be used in PHP compute node. Okay, this .NET and PHP has been included from the version 8 onwards.
Version 8 onwards. Okay.
Okay. So this is try-catch we are using for the debugging and failure error handling purpose we are using. And this input and output for subflows, for designing the subflows we are using this input and output nodes. Okay. So for example, why in the organization, why for example you are building you are making one scenario, one functionality, you are designing one message flow. Okay, in that message flow we are having a sequence of operations. Okay, one particular functionality will be repeated again and again. That functionality will be repeated again and again, many message flows. Okay, for example, you have a message flow means is a sequence of operations. For example, you have a 10 message flows means 10 different application functionalities you design message flows. Okay, in that application functionality, somewhere there is one functionality will be using. Okay, so you have to implement that piece of that functionality in all the 10 message flows, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
yes.
instead of using instead of you are going to use that into the all the 10 message flows, you are designing one message flow as a subflow. That subflow will be used in the all the 10 message flows. Okay, just you are going to direct add this subflow there. No need to design all the 10 flows. You just design one flow as a subflow that will be used in the that will be called for the remaining flows. That function wherever you want there you can use. Okay, so subflow is also very important for the developers. Okay.
Okay. It's for exactly for the repeating task, right?
Yeah, repeating task. For example, there is a data you want to fetch every time in from some functionality. Okay, so no need to write every time there, just you add there. Okay, that will be added. Okay, so this is the database. Okay, database nodes there. You can transfer files from one location to the another locations. So you can configure the email. Okay, this is the TCP/IP nodes. Okay, this is the core bar, this is the 6. Okay, this is the IMS. All these are the legacy 6 IMS. Okay, this is the validation nodes. Okay, security. Okay, this is the timer nodes. Okay, all these are the free built-in nodes. Basically, for example, this is you have a one input. For example, if you have a one output. Okay, so as an administrator, every node is having the terminal. For example, MQ input node, how many terminals we are having? 3 terminals. Okay, so one is the failure terminal, another one is the out terminal, another one is the catch terminal. Okay, so so how the message flow? Tomorrow we will look at some sample message flows. Okay, so how the message flows will be designed in the organization is, okay, see here I have 3 output nodes. See here in the output node how many terminals I have? One is the failure, another one is the out. Okay, in the MQ input I have 3 terminals. Okay, so one is the failure, another one is the out, another one is the catch.
What is catch on this?
Yeah, I will tell you this. Okay, see here I am designing a one message flow here, for example. Okay, so my message comes into the MQ input. Okay, then throughout it will land into the compute node. Okay, so here I'm applying some business logic. Okay, so then it will be delivered to the destination output queue. Okay, so whenever it hasn't routed, it hasn't reached into the destination, first it will throw the exception. Okay, that will be comes into the catch. Okay, so then it comes into the here catch terminal. Okay, any exception comes, it comes into the catch. Okay, so if it any failure, so here we are applying some business logic here. For example, you have a credit card, Visa card. It start with 4 and 14 digits, 16 digits. Maybe it start with 4 and it is having 18 digits. So you are calling it as a failure, right? So okay, so the message comes into the here. You are applying some business logic here. Everything is fine. It will be destinated to the output. If any exception, it comes into the catch terminal. If it any failure, it goes into the failure terminal. If catch and failure terminal is not available, then it goes into the dead letter queue. Okay. Okay. So in this way, so otherwise we have a backout queue also. Means, for example, application is writing message here. So it has to be routed to the destination. Means applying some business rules here. It has to be routed to the destination. Okay. Okay. So something there something failure means some exception throws. So what will happen? It throw exception, right? So
Yes.
there is a queue called it as a backout queue. In WebSphere MQ there is no backout queue. Sometimes in interview, even interviewer also they doesn't know proper what is a backout queue they were asked. In really, do you have any backout queue in MQ? No, there is no backout queue. Basically, what IBM has given, there are types of local queue. You have remote queue. You have model queue. You have some alias queue. But there is no backout queue. But they were asking a backout queue. Means they were frequently using message broker functionality. That is the reason they were asking what is a backout queue like that, right? So there is no, see, IBM never mentioned any backout queue in their MQ series. So why they were asking the backout queue? Means that is their backout queue is an application specific queue. Means their application functionalities they were calling it as a like that. So for example, so here I have a queue. If I go to the properties here, okay. Sorry, no, not here. For example, we are creating a queue, right? So for example, we are creating a queue. Okay. So our application is writing messages here, right? So that has to be delivered to the destination. Okay. That will be delivered to the destination. But any exception throws it coming into the catch terminal, right? So you are mentioning in the backout for this backout queue threshold. You can mention the threshold. So what will happen if you mention the threshold, for example, 2, again it will try to put the same message in the destination twice. Okay. Okay. So that is the advantage of the backout queue. Backout queue is, for example, application specific. Okay. You are trying to write message into the registration, but some issue it is not happen, it throws some exception. Again you are one more time, you can try to put the message into the destination using backout queue. Okay.
Okay. Now I got it. Okay, for resending we are using the backout queue, is it?
Yeah, resending again. Okay. So those time. Okay. Okay. So tomorrow and next 2 to 3 classes we will implement just for administrator doesn't require any knowledge about this message flow, but we have to know how the transformation is happening, how the content, how routing is happening. So next 2 to 3 4 sessions we will work with simple message flows. Okay, simple business logics. Again we will work with administration. Okay.
Okay. And Nagin, can we get this simple this flows where we can get from you, and we can import on my this toolkit? Is it possible? For the,
Yeah, you can import already. You can build also. No, see here only I am building simple logic. Okay, I can export and again you can import it. Okay.
okay.
See here just few lines of code I am executing. The same code I will provide it to you. So you can uh, you can design in your toolkit. Okay. See here in the ABC message flow what I did in MQ one I am taken one MQ input, 3 outputs, 1 compute node from the transformation. Okay. So
Yes.
I wired means I am connecting into these terminals. So then I will implement some business logic here. Whatever I am implementing, the same you will get. So you can design this. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And how you create that backout queue that will
Yeah, I will show you. I will show you. Here MP Explorer is not open here. I will show you. I will show you that backout queue, how this thing is happening and everything I will show you.
okay,
Okay.
fine. Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing. Yeah, can you send me that PDF so I can read out?
Yeah, sure. I will send. Just drop me a test mail. I will send it.
So what is your mail ID?
Just 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay. So again, which company are you working for exactly?
See here. Hello.
Yeah.
Nagendra Websphere. Gmail.com. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Nagin.
Okay. Just drop me test mail. I will send you the documents. Okay.
Okay, fine. I'll just send it.
Okay. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow we
Yes,
will have.
yes.
We are working with some few this message flow. Okay. Message flow design. Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Thanks.
Okay. Fine. Thanks.